My name is Harriet Tubman. I was born sometime between 1820 and 1825 in Maryland. My birth name was Araminta, but I decided to go by Harriet later in life because Harriet was my mother's name. The reason nobody cared what my real name was or when I was actually born was because I was a slave. I started out as a house slave when I was young, and then I became a field slave when I became a teenager. Justice has always been important to me. Even as a young teenager, I knew that I wanted to help people out. One time, there was a really mad overseer who was angry at one of the field hands. I knew he was coming to hurt him, and I tried to block the doorway and not let him in. Instead, he hit me with a 2-pound metal weight. I never got over the injury. It was on my head, and it caused me to have headaches, and sometimes I would fall into these deep sleeps for a long time. It stayed with me throughout my life, but I still didn't let it stop me while I was on the Underground Railroad. In 1844, I married John Tubman. I was really happy and I loved him, but still, I was afraid that maybe I would be sold into slavery and be separated from him. So, I decided to run away. I followed the North Star and got to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There, I started to work and earn money. Then I realized I could go back and I could help my family and friends and other slaves escape to freedom. I saved my brothers and sisters and their families first. Then I went back to get my husband. This was my third trip, and I was so excited because I wanted to see him and take him to freedom. But when I found him, I was crushed because he had remarried while I was gone. I couldn't believe it, but still, I knew I couldn't get discouraged. I had to help other people escape to freedom. Overall, I spent 10 years and 19 journeys helping over 300 slaves escape to freedom, and I never lost one passenger. In fact, sometimes people would get so scared, they would want to turn around and go back, and I would say, no, no. I carried a gun, and when that happened, I said, you'll have freedom or die. And like I said, I never lost a passenger. Later in my life, I helped the Union in the Civil War. I was a spy, and I found secrets out from the Confederates. Later in life, I lived in Auburn, New York. That's where I died in 1913. Throughout my life, freedom has been so important to me. In fact, I was willing to risk my life to help others discover the joy of freedom.